Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is, of course, Jad, and welcome back to another video. So as promised, I said I would make a video doing the bind teleports for Omen, and these are my favorite kind of go-to teleports and smokes for this map, which lead me to coming with so many outplays in ranked games and obviously unrated and whatnot. So yeah, these are my favorites. I hope you guys do enjoy. So we're gonna start off with the shorts on A, and we're gonna see which I'm gonna show you guys which are my kind of favorites for getting onto site here. This one's pretty difficult, and there's usually only one way to really get onto site in this situation, because someone holds this stupid box here on the right side, which I call gay corner. So if I'm gonna smoke really far deep up into lamps, and we get control on this part here, usually someone either holds it from heaven or the gay corner just there, which means you can just TP straight into lamps, and you can either wide peek out into the guy peeking it, or that means you regain control on lamps instantly, which then you can push through. And if no one's on back site and no one's watching this part here, you can easily just TP into heaven, which means you've regained so much control on heaven here, which means you've got bathrooms, you've got lamps, you've got their back site, you've got their box on the right side, you've got their connector, and then you've also got the side of spawn, which means they cannot do their rotations without having to worry about you, which is in heaven. So there's a few obviously really good angles to hold with this, and it's a really quick and efficient TP line to get straight into the back of their site without them even knowing you're there. So now we're going to do a not a B push, we're going to do an A bathroom push. This one is pretty difficult to achieve, if I'm honest, because someone usually holds the back of site and hears you at some point. But usually you want to smoke off this entrance right here on the door, and then you also want to smoke a little bit deeper just so the smoke connects to it. With that, it means that you can push through the smoke, and then you can also TP underneath heaven right at the back. This one is obviously good because if someone's holding cubby right here, they're not going to know you're at the back of site, and you can tap their head. And if someone is holding the back box here, these back radionite crates, you can tap their heads here, tap their heads there. Or if one person's rotating through CT or rotating through lamps, you've then got their pickoffs on their rotation as well. This one is one of the hardest, so if this one doesn't work as many times as the other ones, then like I said, that is the reason for it, because there's going to be so many angles for them to hold you guys on, which obviously is it's going to be difficult for you to get the picks off. Obviously, as everyone knows, there's the fake TP, so you just put it down, you go for the teleporter, and it TPs you back onto site. This is good on defensive rounds because you can basically juke them out on their rotations. You can pretend that you're rotating to another site, and then they go, oh shit, the Omen's rotated, he's the last player. They come back to A, and in actual fact, you're at A. So obviously that is one of the good rotations for this. On defensive side, I'm going to be using a sage wall to bait out an enemy to pretend that I'm not even going to be on the other side. So if you can come here, please, and if you can just wall off short when say the round just starts, right? I TP, and then the short wall gets walled off. Then obviously they're going to think, okay, they've walled it off, let's push up. We've now regained a tiny bit of the short control. The Omen is going to be waiting in this corner. You make no noise, nothing. And then as soon as they come round, they're not going to check it because they think, okay, it's been walled. Why would anyone be in this gap here? And then you've got all the people lined up here just to spray control and you know, spray transfer all the way to their heads. So that is my favorite for this part here on short. I don't really have a TP line into B. The only one which I can recommend is just swapping sides. So going over to this side of the map and going here, and obviously TPing back and juking out your enemies depending on what side you're on and what side you're holding. That is the only one I can give you as a little bit of advice for. There's a little ult one which I like to do as well. So if I'm attacking, I'll just ult into heaven. If anyone's there, I'll just scout it out. If there is, I'll just cancel it by pressing my alt button again, which means obviously you've scouted out heaven, you know if anyone's there. Another good way to do it as well is by ulting right on the top corner here, which means you have a check of all of sight, and then you can cancel it at last moment, or you can stay here if no one is in heaven or if no one is on back site, which means again you've regained site control. So we're going to push on to mid now, and I'm going to show you a few of my favorites for hooker and attacking hooker. These ones really do work in ranked, and the amount of times that I've done this to unsuspecting enemies that are going to be on mid trying to hold it on the defense is literally insane. So you push up, you regain mid control like usual. Someone peeks hooker, you either frag them or they frag you, or you get a trade-off. And all you want to do is smoke the entrance to hooker, and you want to TP to this back corner literally here. someone either holds here or someone holds there, but I promise you every single time you TP to this spot, the person in this back does not hear you. Every single time I've done it, the person holding there has no idea that I am here. So you can easily get hooker control and push out. You can wide peek and then you can peek this angle here. I'm going to show you another line which is my favorite. So it means you've already used one TP, you've gone to this side and you have one more TP left. My favorite is to smoke out this part here and also smoke out one more time on the back right side there and do a jump TP, make noise and TP to this left side of sight, which then gives you all of this backside control because someone either holds this box here, someone holds on cubby, and then you wait for the rotations on CT, you hear them, you paranoia them, which goes all the way back through the CT part here, and then you can pick out all of their heads, which is so easy for regaining the sight control. And elbow does not even know that you've pushed onto sight because the sound cue is too far away for them to hear it, so they're going to have no comms, they're going to have no idea that you're on sight, and you've got on very quickly. I'm going to show you guys one more on long, which is one of my favorites for getting onto sight as well, and this one works a lot of the time too. So you come up here, you've got this control, and you make sure that obviously cubby isn't holding you, and then you smoke deep here, and you smoke deep at the back again, and you TP, and you double TP right to the back, like back corner, because that means that CT cannot see you as you either walk through these smokes, and neither can the cubby, neither can the box, and they don't even know you're on back sight, which means that's an easy way to get up of long and push onto sight, which then means you can get the entry frag, your teammates can burst out of hooker and long, and you get onto sight so quickly that the team, like all of the enemy team are sat there thinking, what on earth has just happened? So it's an easy way to get through, easy way to clear out the sight, and easy way to get on to make sure that you get the upper advantage in every single situation. You don't want to be at the worst, like you don't want to be at a disadvantage to anyone. You guys want to be in control of every single site, even on attack side. So making sure you guys do that as Omen really does help when it comes to ranked and climbing up the ranks and getting out of your hard stuck gold and plat. So these are all the TPs and the smokes that I have for bind. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and obviously comment down below which one is your favorite. If you guys have any of your own creations for TPs and smokes, please do show me them, upload them, link me them, DM me on Twitter, do anything possible to show me these smokes, because I really do find it so satisfying seeing other people's outplays and how they use Omen to their best of their abilities. So thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.